but they show up here in Genesis 6, and we see that this is where they come and they mingle with the daughters of men. All right, so it says Genesis 6 verse 1, and it came to pass when men began to multiply on the face of the earth and daughters were born unto them, that the sons of God saw the daughters of men, that they were fair, and they took them wives of all which they chose. All right. Boom. Then out of nowhere, okay, well, verse 3, it says, and the Lord said, my spirit shall not always strive with man. Okay, so he's not happy about that. So the Sethite theory that people believe, like Schofield was popular by saying, or I think he popularized it, but the sons of God here was Seth's ancestors. The genealogy of Seth doesn't make sense because, for one, when you run the references on sons of God in the Old Testament, it's going to run you to Job. And these same guys are coming with Satan to the throne of God to consider causing havoc and eventually causing havoc on Job. Okay? This is not the line of Seth. All right, these are fallen angels. Also, we know that because as soon as the sons of God take themselves and the daughters of men to be married, the Lord's not happy about it. If they're a godly line, I'm not sure why that would be the case, why he would be so disapproving of that. But then verse 4, the third reason we know that's not the case is because what comes of this marriage, their offspring is giants. And godly men don't make giants, but fallen angels do. All right. And so verse 3, and the Lord said, my spirit shall not always strive with man, for that he also is flesh, yet his days shall be 120 years. There were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that, when the sons of God came in unto the daughters of men, and they bare children to them, the same became mighty men, which were of old, men of renown. And so these giants come from those the offspring of the 1/3 angels that fell. And so were they 100%? Were these giants? Were these giants fallen angels? Well, no. They were part of that. They were 50% that. They were 50% offspring of the fallen angels, and they were 50% human because the daughters of men were their mothers. And so how do we know? You're like, well, Dylan, that doesn't tell me that that doesn't tell me that these are the sons of Old Testament sons of God or the fallen angels, or why can you say they're not the demons of today? Well, because in Jude later on, it describes this event, and then it describes what God did to them because of this. And so Jude verse 6, it says, and the angels, which kept not their first estate, but left their own habitation, he hath reserved in everlasting chains under darkness unto the judgment of the great day. And so he's talking about these angels because that's what they were.